Hey y'all, it's Kathy Bow. I'm your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And my goodness, have I got something cute to show you. This is so stinking cute. Okay, let me adjust my things over here. Okay, so I can see if you need to chat and ask any questions. I can see you because I've got you on my iPad over here. Okay, I have to give credit to the company called My Favorite Things. Yesterday, I received an email from My Favorite Things, and they have a mechanism that you can purchase along with framelits in order to make a card where someone can swing from a tree swing. Is that not adorable? So, being a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I thought, I wonder if I can create that myself. Here's the other one. Isn't that just cute? It says a little birdie told me it was your birthday. And then it says clearly it wasn't the early bird. That's what it says inside, but I've already addressed that to a friend. But this is a retired set with the toucan and the sentiments. So I'm not really featuring this. I just want you to see if you've got a bird stamp, how stinking cute. And I put a little extra under his feet so he'll have a branch to swing on. Okay, so we today are going to make this card. And there's a lot of parts, but I've already done most of the work. So basically, I'm just going to be telling you how to make this. You might want to pause this and take notes. Or, of course, you're welcome to watch it on playback. And just, if you want to make something like this. And let me tell you, anything can swing. You don't have to have a rhino. However, everything here is current except for the leaves, and just get you a good leafy stamp, We have, I don't believe these are current. I don't know. I just picked them out of my stash and I stamped all there. Okay, so here we go. This is the card we're going to make, and here's all our pieces and parts. I'll move him over. Believe it or not, this is the mechanism. It's kind of cool. And it's just some huge half pearls that I had in my stash. So anything you have that probably sits up about, I don't know, a little, let's see, however thick this tape is, I'm going to make it twice as thick. So you want, what is that, like an eighth maybe? I don't know. That's math, so I don't know. But you know what? I do have a ruler here. And this particular little video is going to take a little while, but not nearly as long as if I'd been doing everything live. Oh, goodness. That is like a 16th or even a 32nd. So let's just say a 16th. Anything that stands up about that high would work for your mechanism. Have I got you confused yet? I know I have, but just hang in there with me. Okay, so first of all, I want you to know what I'm using. Right here on this circle, I have used the stitched shape framelits. These are available in the annual catalog. Today is March the 8th. Come on now. March the 8th on in 2019. So this particular set is available in our annual catalog. It's called Stitched Shapes Framelits, and they don't come in this box. This is how I store mine. All right, so that's that. And then I used Animal Outing for my big rhinoceros. Here he is, and he's going to get a little more detail work before we're done with him. I colored him with alcohol markers. You could use your Stampin' Right markers. You could use watercolor pencils. You can use alcohol markers, whatever you'd like. I wanted a little shadows and shading on him, so I used my alcohol markers. So I used this for this. This set here is also in our annual catalog. For the sentiment, Relax, You Deserve It, right here. I got it from Beach Happy, which is in the Occasions catalog. And our 2019 occasions catalog, and I think it goes through like June the 3rd, something like that. Okay, and oh, also the little leafy things like this. These are teeny tiny. One has a frog and one has a half a frog. I'm so sorry if that makes you sad. It made me sad to cut them in half, but there's a reason for that. So that particular thing is this stamp right here. Now, when you're coloring and you're going to cut out the whole item, you can just throw a bunch of color down. You don't even have to detail it, because when you cut it out, you're going to be cutting out those edges. You know what I mean? So you could just go scribble, 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 scribble. It just really fast. I didn't want to put y'all through waiting on that because this is a live video and literally you'd have to see me coloring it. But y'all know how to color. We've been doing that for a while, right? Okay. Now, these leaves right here. Oh, I am so sorry. They are current. Listen to me. I went through a few and that's why I forgot. From the Wonderful Romance, this is also in the Occasions catalog, and I used this one leaf to create this effect. Now, if you'll remember, on this card here, they layer. So the tree looks a little dimensional, okay? So, and you see they're too big for the card, but that's okay. We're going to fix that, all right? Okay, so that's Wonderful Romance from the Occasions catalog. Okay, for these little guys here, I used the Be Mine stitched framelits and this one little curly Q sweet little piece right here. And it just goes with all these adorable hearts. I love hearts, y'all. I mean, I'll tell you what, if y'all could click little hearts while I'm doing this, it would make me so happy. But I just love hearts. I know you can't do that here. But anyway, so that's where everything came from that I'm using. And I'll show them to you in the catalogs. Okay, right here is the Wonderful Romance, the stamps. And they're, oops, sorry, they're beautiful. And over here is the Be Mine stitched framelit dies. Let me see if I can get that under the camera. Here we go. Come on now. There we are. Woohoo! Oh, I'm going too far. Okay. And then this one is the Beach Happy. Now, I don't know how y'all are doing without this set. If you ever find a set that is going to be amazing, this is going to be the one. I absolutely love it. And I mean, it just makes me want to go to the beach and just look at that. Ah, oh, love it, love it, love it. Okay, and then in the annual catalog, which looks like this, okay, we have the Animal Outing, and I may have those framelits, silly me, and I hand cut everything out. Oh well, but that's okay. The Thinlet dies are right here. You can get the bundle with the stamps and the framelits. This is just an adorable set. I love it, love it, love it. Here are some examples with it. And there you go. Okay. So let's finish this card. Let's start this card. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, as you see under Mr. Rhino, there's clouds. How about that? So all you got to do is take your tree, one of your tree, which this one has more little lines on it, so I want to use it. And I'm going to use it as a stencil. As you can see, I've already practiced on the back. I'm using this little ink dauber right here. And I'm using Coastal Cabana ink. And I'm going to put a little bit of paper up under me here. Come on now, let's don't get things lost. Oh my goodness, I'm missing a piece, y'all. Y'all know that's going to happen, right? Something's going to go crazy. Because I'm trying to do something live. I wonder where I put it. It's probably in the floor. I don't know. All right, well, we'll work on that in a minute. So I'm going to daub off a little bit of it first. And then I'm just going to gently, because you don't want the clouds to be the main feature. You just want them to kind of like be a little bit there. Okay? And I'm going to not have them all together, like stagger them a bit. And you can use any color blue you want, or gray, depends on what kind of day your little rhino is having, or whatever character you want to put on them. Like this. See, those are just sweet little clouds. You can do this for all kinds of pictures. Listen to me. Cards. Just choose a color you like that's subtle enough. And like I said, this is Coastal Cabana, so I enjoyed using that. I've got to put it up real quick and get it out of my way. Okay, so see, we're no worse for the wear here. Got a little bent piece, I can fix that. Not a bit is hurt, and there we go. We still have our trees. But it's really cool because I was able to use that actually as a stencil. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of interview this tree and see how, I don't want things to be too perfect, which is all I did here was stamp. I stamped a bunch on a piece of cardstock, and then I just took my snips and just cut at some random angle. And I did the same with the darker green. And I would love to tell you what two colors these are, but I'd probably be wrong. But it's lighter green and darker green, and that's not how it's said in the catalog. This is probably Old Olive, and I really don't know. Y'all know I'm just kind of winging it. Right? Right. Okay. So one thing I've got to find is my little 3/4 by 3-inch piece that I have misplaced. So we're going to use this instead. So what I did, I had cut a, let's see how big this one is. This one is, that one's a little wider, but it might be okay. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. You know what? I need to cut it again. I'm going to have to cut it out of the green in order for it to do right. So give me just a moment. I'm so sorry, but I will be telling you while I'm doing this. Like I said, you can use any animals you want. If you've got a little kid stamp, that's the way the company My Favorite Things did. They used a little child swinging on a swing, and it's just adorable. But you know, for Stampin' Up, I'd rather just try and use something from my company because that's how we roll. This is an old framelit from the former Project Life, and it's just a great little framelit. You know, just because something has retired doesn't mean we have to get rid of it. I mean, I keep these in my private stash. I'm certainly not going to try and, you know, feature these, but I do keep them together so I can use them at any time. Now, this is going to be about 3 inches by 3/4. I'm going to snip that end off. And I'm going to snip this end off. Okay. And then, y'all stick with me now. I'm going to use a 1/2 inch. Watch me screw this up. Use a 1/2 inch punch. I was close. And you'll see how it fits right over that, right? Okay. So that is the swinging, the actual swinging mechanism here. That's what that is. It's going to go like this. Okay. In a minute. So first, what I want to do is go up the sides of this, and I'm going to cut out the center. And this is just super simple to do. You're just going to make a narrow little cut here, narrow edges, rather. Okay, like that. And I'm going to use my silicone craft sheet here to put some glue on it. Now, I do use a glue pen. We do not sell this at Stampin' Up. But maybe in the next catalog we will. I don't know. But this is super simple for me to just put little things like this. You could use what we call the green glue. It is the Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue. Any kind of liquid glue will work. I'm just going to lay this down like this. I'm not worried about if it goes all the way to the top or all the way to the bottom, because we're going to be snipping part of it off. Okay? So this actually, if it extends, it's okay. Not worried about it. This little guy, I waited too long. Right there. That's the problem with this cheap little pin here. It does dry really fast, which could be a really good thing, or it could be very frustrating, like it's being. Okay. Stay. My dog looks up at me like, Mom, I'm sitting right here. Okay. So the reason I used this silicone craft sheet is because nothing will stick to it. Like the glue it scratches right off. It comes right off. This is last night's glue from when I was making the original, the OG. I hope OG's not a bad word. You know, I never know. I always use all these trendy sayings, and I have no idea if I should or not. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now, I am going to glue these together. I'm going to look at the front and decide how big do I want what to go where. Okay, so I decided I kind of like it like that. Now, when I go to glue it down, I'm not putting glue up here. I am just going to go... Oh, I got to use this because I'm out of my other. I'm not really a good commercial for Stampin' Up today, am I? I'm out of my my Tombow adhesive. I've got to go get some more, or rather order some more. Okay, so right there. And, all right, now, I got to make sure what's the front of my card, because y'all know I've done it this way before, messed up. So here we go. I'm going to just kind of measure it. I'm seeing what can go where. Make sure my little rhino is going to hang in the right spot. And then this is going to be down here. I don't really want him involved in this, so I'm going to start raising some things up. So I can raise him up a bit. There. Okay? Because I don't want him to hit here, because if he does, it might affect the little mechanism. So, pull that out. I can pull him up just a little more. And I'm going to put this little pearl on here. And it's got glue on it, but I don't really trust that glue so much. So I am going to use a glue dot. And here's the thing. I let my grandchildren look at these cards, and they went crazy. They thought they were so cool. And just a little bit of turning them left and right made this mechanism come off. So what I'm going to do is put another dot on the top. So now it will actually be glued to this part too. Okay? All right, so now I've got to decide. I have to cut this. I know this is the bottom part. I know. But let's take this off. I'm just trying to measure my card here. Really could have done that before I put that bead on there. All right, so we're going to cut it here. Come on now. What is going on? Okay, we can cut it here, and we're going to cut it here. All right. Now, I don't want a bunch of curvy lines that I have to keep trimming and keep trimming and keep trimming. So I'm going to take my cutter here. Oh, come on now. There you go. And make sure that I get both sides super even. I'm looking at this part right here. And get off of there. There we go. Now, before I put it away, I'm just going to make sure that it's going to fit, and it fits perfect. So, because this piece of glue dot is on there, I kind of messed up by putting that on there first. I think we can go even shorter up here. I think I had decided to do that. Yeah. So, there we go. So, this, you know, you just kind of eyeball it and decide how you want it. And that's just right. I think that's fine. Okay, that was called a Stampin' Trimmer, y'all. Heavens, I can't remember squat. Okay, so we're going to put this on here now. If y'all could see me, you'd know I just look kind of left and right like, is it time to put that on? Am I right? And I'm using this 3M tape. It's a whatever it's called. And it's just because I've got it in my hand. Stampin' Up! Has dimensionals. Now I'm going to put 2 layers, and I don't want them to mess up the mechanism. See, I don't want it to go too far, but I also don't want it to make it stop. So I'm scooting over a little bit. Foam tape, that's what this is called. It takes me a minute, but I'll get us there, y'all. Okay, foam tape. It's my friend. All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one in half so we don't have to do that again. So here we go. Now I'm doing 2 layers because I want this part to pop up above this bead. Because it's not tragic or anything, but it's kind of irritating when it doesn't. This is like the 3rd one I've made of these, and believe me, I've made all the mistakes. And I figured this out myself because I thought, why? I mean, this is like the original video, people. If you're watching this and you want to share whatever, please give me credit, because I did come up with this design. Not the design. My favorite things came up with the design, but I came up with a way to do it without having to buy another brand, and I really appreciate their design. And this is different. It's not the same thing, because theirs, I'm sure, is much easier, but mine's more fun. Okay, all right, so I'm doubling up everywhere I'm using foam tape. Now, just because I can, I want to show you. Stampin' Up! Has these foam strips. We could double those up. We have Stampin' Dimensionals. We can double those up. We have itty bitty Stampin' Dimensionals. We can double those up. Oh, and while I'm thinking about itty bitty Stampin' Dimensionals, let me tell you this. Paper Pumpkin, excuse me, in March, Paper Pumpkin will be 6 years old. Happy birthday to Paper Pumpkin. I'm not even going to start singing that because then it'll get stuck in your head. Paper Pumpkin will be 6 in March, and Stampin' Up! Is giving away an extra stamp set. So if you have not subscribed to Paper Pumpkin for $19.95, $19.99, something like that, now is the time, and you can subscribe for 1 month and get your crafting kit plus an extra set of stamps. So you're going to get a block, a set of stamps, a whole kit, plus a set of stamps for $19.95, and you can't beat it. And the quality is amazing. Let me grab something over here for the weight, and I'll show you what that is. Okay, so the lady on the My Favorite Things video, she taped a penny to the back of this guy, which, okay, that's fine. However, I didn't have a penny at my desk, but I do have a bunch of these magnetic discs that I use for my, whatever. I'll think of it in a minute. I use it for other things, okay? And it's got a little sticky right here, but I am going to add a glue dot because, you know, we got to make sure it's going to stay on. See how happy it was to get on there? It just jumped right on to my scary dental tool. And there's a story about my scary dental tools, y'all. Okay, so here's the thing. Here is the really sad part. Almost makes me want to cry. First of all, he's going to lose his tail. Why? Because it's just too dang hard to cut out, y'all. So don't look. Don't look. Okay. Oh, there it went. He's not in any pain, I assure you. No rhinoceroses were hurt in this process. Okay. Now another thing, with the stamp, he's standing on the grass. So we're going to cut right up to his toes. It's not going to hurt him one bit. Oh, dear. Oh, no, we're not either. Hold on. It's going to hurt my scissors. I put my dang magnet too far down. Hold on, y'all. All right, there we go. Try this again. Gosh. How do I even do this stuff, y'all? There. Okay. I did keep a little bit of it on there, but it'll be all right. Oh, and his little friend, the bird. Now, if you look at that little bird, it's going to be really hard to color and really hard. Come on now. Focus, focus. There we go. It's going to be hard to color and hard to cut out. So, with all due respect to his BFF, he's got to go. Oh, okay. So now his little horn looks funny. So I'm going to trim that down just a wee bit. Again, no animals were hurt in this process. And I am going to take my black alcohol marker. And yes, I use Copics, and I'll tell you why. Because Stampin' Up! Had not come out with alcohol markers. And I had already invested $1 bazillion and 12 cents on Copic markers. And I really don't need more alcohol markers. So I'm using these. But if you don't have any, there's two ways to get them. One through Stampin' Up! And it's not Copics. It's Stampin' Blends is what they're called. And they look like, and this one's probably retired because it's the first one I grabbed, Stampin' Blends. Or this says Blendabilities. Yep, so it's the retired. They're called Stampin' Blends now. And they have a brush tip and a pointy tip. Whatever. Okay? I gotta close that good. Okay. So, but if you have already invested in Copics, then, you know, it's all right. Okay, so now we're going to stick our rhino on there. Oh, I know how I want to do it. I want to use the tricky glue pen because I don't want excess glue like from the from a glue dot or something. I don't want that on him. Okay. All right. So he's starting to. Oh, see, I get excited, and then the next thing you know, I'm tearing it up. Okay. So he's on there. He's on his little vine. Now, I will put this on before I get any crazier. Okay, the best way to do this is make sure that's good and flat right there. And I'm just going to make sure we're at the corners. And there we go. Okay. Oh, look at this. Ah, he's so cute. Gosh, so cute. Okay, I can see a little bit of my tape there, so I'm just going to push it up in here and say, get out of there. If y'all hear something growling in the background, it's my puppy dog sleeping and snoring. Okay, so we're going to put this here. Oh, let's put his vines on. Let's put these on first. All right, so this one, I'm going to tuck the part that's not colored yet under him like this. All right, and I'll do that with a glue dot. And glue dots you can get through Stampin' Up! On my store, in my store. How many of y'all really been to my store? Now let's just talk about that. I really need your support, people. You love crafting and you deserve it. Let's just go ahead and get you some cute little things, okay? Okay. Now, I put that one on, and this is the one with the actual frog on it. And I can put him like this, so it looks like he's kind of sitting with him, and it's a little dimensional as well. And here I've been really trying to preserve this corner, but you know what? I might put it up here. I don't know. What do y'all think? Okay, so let's put this part on. Come on now. Here we go. Again with the little pin thingy. I honestly, wait a minute. I don't want it all over it. Yeah, I want it on the frog and then along here. Can y'all see this? Okay, here we go. Y'all, I've had so much fun with this card, and I'm actually supposed to help babysit my littles tonight. So I was trying to hurry up, come on, do my live, and get it done. Oh my goodness. So if you're a rhinoceros, I might have said hippo about 100 times, but what I mean is rhinoceros. If you're a rhinoceros with a frog as a friend, is this not the best place in the world to be? I think so too. All right, I do see a teeny little spot up under here that I don't love. So I'm just going to color that in very carefully because I don't want to get it on the card. The card. All right, so he's got, the magnet has absolutely no purpose being a magnet. It's just for the weight, all right? And the glue dot on top of that bead, that little bead, I'll put the glue dot on top so that it will secure the little apparatus that helps him to go back and forth. Now, let's see. If we put that there, that's kind of cute. Let's see where our other sentiments are. Oh, okay. I put that one there. That's kind of cute. But if I put it here, can he still move? He can. If I glue it down really well. So you know what I'm going to do? Because I want the edges really glued down. I am going to, when I say this thing does not hold glue for a long time, I am so not kidding you. I'm going to put my silicone craft sheet and I'm going to get all the edges. All the edges. Y'all, I saw a video today. It's on my Facebook page. My personal Facebook page. It was so stinking funny. This girl says her cat hates it when she sings. And every time this woman opens her mouth to sing, this cat literally just beats the stew out of her. It was so funny. The cat comes flying across the room and just attacks her. It is hilarious. She sings like 4 or 5 different songs. Okay, so there we go. Now, y'all might see I've got a little overflow on my glue here. So what I'll do is use this little eraser, which looks very ugly right now because it's got all these black things on it. And once it's dry, I'll just erase like this and I'll get that glue off. But it's not dry right now, so I don't want to do it right now. So here's our card, and all you got to do is maybe put a little, if you're using dark cardstock, just put a little bit of Whisper White right here and put your greeting or stamps or whatever. There's a lot of greetings in the animal outing. It says, thank you big time. Together we make a great pair, which is adorable because of, look at our little froggy with our rhino and how tiny the frog is and how big the rhino is. So together we make a great pair would be cute. Thank you big time. Welcome little one. And Wild About You. And if you wanted to do Wild About You, you could glue it down like this. Just make sure that your edges are glued really well. So there we go. I promised y'all this video and I have delivered. Now, of course, you can get as crazy as you want with these sides. You can go like that, you know, make it more tree-shaped if you want. It's up to you. I kind of like it where it goes off the edges of the card. But you do you. You know what I mean? You do you. I definitely did me when it came to this because I saw that video and I was like, I have got to make this. So, and this one's already about to take flight and go to a friend who has just had a birthday. So there we go. Y'all can't imagine how much I appreciate y'all, and I thank you so much for subscribing. Please visit my store, sign up for Paper Pumpkin, get that free stamp set, even if you cancel in 1 month. It's okay. I'll still love you. It don't matter. You do whatever you need to do. Just go ahead and look at paperpumpkin.com and name me as your demonstrator. And if you were to if you were to subscribe right now before March 31st, you can get, if you subscribe and spend $50, which means you'd have to subscribe for 3 months. 3 month subscription is like $59.95, okay? You get to choose a free item from Celebration. Now, how to find those, all you got to do is go to my store at kathybo.stampinup.net. The link will be down here, as well as the Paper Pumpkin link down here. And you pick out what you want, and you go into Paper Pumpkin, and you add not only my name, you got to name me as your demonstrator, please. And go in there and pick your free item. Now, that would be a 3-month subscription. A 6-month subscription, you will get either two $50 items for free, or you'll get 2 items for free at the $50 level, or 1 at the $100 level. I had to think about that. If you subscribe for 6 months. So basically, with every $50 you spend, you get a free Celebration. There have been 3 releases, and these are 2 of them. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at kathybohan at yahoo.com. KATHYB as in Baker, OHAN at Yahoo. And thanks so much again for visiting. We're doing great over here, and I hope you guys are having a good day, and God bless you and keep you. Toodles!